We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. We heard the transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance, and just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Only Vishnu can give us liberation from death. As we heard last time, Katanga Raja got that by the grace of Vishnu. Also when Hiranyakashipu was worshipping Brahma and Brahma then appeared to give him boon, Hiranyakashipu said, I want immortality. Brahma said, I myself am mortal. How I can give you? Then Hiranyakashipu asked in another way. He thought that will also work, but it cannot work. So we have to take shelter of Vishnu Bhagavan for our ultimate eternal welfare. Parthiva daruno dhumas tasmat agnis trayimaya tamasastu rajas tasmat sattvam yad brahma darshanam. Firewood is a transformation of earth, but smoke is better than the raw wood, and fire is still better, for by fire we can derive the benefits of superior knowledge, means through Vedic sacrifices. If you do fire sacrifices according to Veda, then you can get benefit of superior knowledge. Similarly, passion, rajas, is better than ignorance, tamas. But goodness, sattva, is best, because by goodness one can come to realize the absolute truth. From goodness, first you have to come to goodness, then in goodness you can realize your self-transcendental and impersonal Brahman, but not Bhagavan. For that, you need to submit to him and come to Vishuddha Sattva. But Sattva Guna is good because from there you get this chance. Bhejire munayathagre Bhagavantam adokshajam Sattvam Vishuddham Kshemaya Kalpante Jenu Tan Iha. Yes. Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to his existence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. That is here in verse Sattvam Vishuddham. Supreme Lord is existing in pure goodness. So we also have to come to that by worshipping him. Then you can realize. And by devotion to Krishna, you can actually be liberated permanently from Maya. Otherwise you will have to fall down from whatever high position already you got. You will have to fall down due to committing offense to Supreme Lord. We are his eternal servants. We are to serve him. And we may think I am independent. Gyanis, they think I got it by my own effort. So by that they commit offense because Krishna is the giver of all fruits, everything. So we have to fall down. Only those who have surrendered unconditionally to Krishna, they can be liberated. So they rendered service. They worshipped him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Mumukshavo ghora rupan hitva bhuta patin atha Narayana kala shanta bhajanti hyana suyava. Those who are serious about liberation are certainly non-envious and they respect all. Yet they reject the horrible and ghastly forms of the demigods and worship only the all-blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his plenary portions. They are non-envious and they respect all. Why? Because they see all as related to Supreme Lord. If you love Supreme Lord, you cannot be envious or malicious, trying to harm any of his parts, that is jivas. It is impossible. And also they're giving respect to all, because all are related to Krishna and Krishna is within them. But they don't like to worship demigods for worldly temporary benefits. They are only worshipping Supreme Lord. Once I asked Gurudev that Sahajiyas, they are also doing some chanting like this, so will they get any benefit? Then first Gurudev told me, we don't hate Sahajiyas. Pure devotee, now I'm telling, pure devotee does not hate anyone, any person, because he sees all are related to Krishna. Then Gurudev further said, we don't hate Sahajiyas, but we don't like some of their actions. Those actions which are immoral in the name of devotion like this, but you should not hate any living entity, hatred or grudge or like this, because all are related to Krishna. We don't like their wrong actions. And Guru said, and many of them, they came to our Gurudev and got pure teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even they took mantra from our Gurudev. Another time it happened in our Calcutta Mat. Parangurudev was speaking that after the disappearance of Mahaprabhu, his associates and successors, then there was a darkness in Gauriya Vaishnavism. Totaram Das Babaji of Navadip, very famous saint, pure devotee, Totaram Das Babaji, he named 13 apasampradayas. Aul, Baul, Kartabaja, Nera, Darvesh, Sai, Sahajiya, Saki Beki, Churadhari, then there are 13, I don't know the full verse, and at the end is Gaurango Nagori, Tota Kohe Ei Tera Sanga Nahi Kori. Gauranga Nagari, there also one apasampradaya. So Totaram Das Babaji Maharaj is saying you should not associate with them. They are claiming we are preaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message, but they are doing just the opposite. They are doing immoral activities in the name of teaching of Mahaprabhu. That is why everyone lost faith. So Parangurudev was speaking this in Harikatha, and with very strong words he said, should not associate with them or follow them in strong language. Why? So that sincere soul should not be misled. But once it happened, there was one festival, some appearance there or something, so many people came to the mat and there was a feast, prasad. So one was sitting there in the line and one brahmachari asked him, where did you come from? Then he said, I am from Karta Bhaja. That Apasampradaya, Karta Bhaja. Then that brahmachari became very angry on him and with harsh behavior he told him, stand up, go away. Like with that hostile mood. And Parangurudev would always supervise how everything is going on. So from balcony he saw that how that brahmachari is behaving to that person. Then immediately Parangurudev called him. Why you are doing this? What happened? Then brahmachari said, no, Gurudev, you don't know. He's from that Karta Bhaja. From that Apasampradaya. I threw him out. Then Parangurudev said, oh, you misunderstood. You should not do this. You should not have hostile mentality to any jiva. They are all coming from Krishna. They are in Krishna. They are by Krishna. Jato vai mani bhutani jayante jeno jatani jivanti jat prajante avisham vishanti tat vijigyasaso tat eva Brahma. From Brahma, all living entities are coming, are maintained by him, they enter into him. So all jivas, they are related to him. You should not have hostile mentality to anyone. And you should give due respect to all jivas. You should not hate with hostile like this. But we are not supporting their wrong activities. But that does not mean you will misbehave with them and have hostile mentality and try to harm them. No. So you should call him back and you should give him prasad with nice manner. You give him prasad. If he will want to hear something about the teaching of Mahaprabhu, then you can say to him in a mild tone, and maybe he will accept or like this. But you should serve them prasadam like this. You should not hate them because they are from Krishna. We don't like their activities. Pure devotees, they condemn the wrong activities, but they have no personal grudge or personal hostile attack to any jiva. So when Parangurudev was speaking strongly, it was against their wrong actions, not against them as a persons. And also Parangurudev told that he said he's from Karta Bhaja, but he does not know what is Karta Bhaja. That was much time before, so he's by some connection, maybe family or something, he does not know what they are doing, Karta Bhaja. So why you are behaving like this with him? You should not do this. You should be gentle to everyone. If they want to hear, then you can tell, if they're inclined. But you behave respectfully to everyone as a person, as they're all servants of Krishna. And it happened also in our Vrindavan mat. I heard from Gurudev. in our mat, very near, just opposite on the street, you will find Ramakrishna Mission. They are Mayavadis. So sometimes they came to visit our mat. They think they are also worshipping idols, and they think that is for some beginning stage is okay. So sometimes they come. So Parangurudev never misbehaved with them. If he saw they are coming, and if they are sannyasis and like this, he would give due respect, nice manners, hospitality, everything, due respect, and he would serve them prasad. And if they wanted to hear something about scriptural knowledge and like this, he would tell. And then they would accept or not accept, but never misbehave. So when I was asking this question to Gurudev, he said, we don't hate sahajias, that we want to harm them. Any pure devotee cannot have this impetus to harm any living entity. It is impossible. If I love some person, can I cut his hand? That hand is part of him. So how I can, if I say I love that person, how I can cut his hand? Or if you love some person, there is that maxim in Western countries. It is not in India applicable, but in Western countries they are using this. If you love me, love my dog. So they have affection for dog. So if really you love me, you have to love my dog also, because he's related to me. So like that, when one really has a realization of Krishna, he sees all jivas, they are parts of him, part of his potency. And he has affection for all, like for children. So any devotee, real devotee who has love for Krishna, cannot have impetus to injure any living entity. It is impossible for him. That does not mean that he is supporting or encouraging or some wrong activities. No, he will condemn those wrong activities, but without personal attack or without grudge, without malicious feelings or like this. That is absent in devotee. So those who are serious about liberation, means devotion to Krishna is liberation, they are non-envious and they respect all. But they don't do wrong activities and don't support wrong activities. They give due respect to all, but they don't worship in Tamogun, Rajogun or Satyagun demigods for some worldly benefits. They will not do. They will worship Vishnu only for his satisfaction. That is the point here. Worship only the all blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his plenary portions. And they will respect demigods, but will see them also as servants of Krishna. They are administrators, they are his servants. So they will give due respect, it is there in Shastra, and they will pray to them, you please give me Krishna Bhakti. They can give you if you pray, like Kali can give Krishna Bhakti. She gave that mantra to that Brahmin from Jyotishpur, Guwahati, Assam. Shiva can give. Sun God, when Gokarna asked Brahmins what atonement I should, means what kind of shraddha I should do for my brother, because I did in Gaya all that Shraddha, everything I did, but still he is not liberated. Then Brahmin said, we don't know anything better than this. But we are worshipping Sun God, so you ask him if he knows something. Then Gokarna was praying to Sun God, meditating. Then Sun God appeared, Surjadev. He appeared and Gokarna explained the situation. My brother did so many sins. He could not be rescued even by Shraddha and Gaya. So what I can do for him? Then Sun God said he has to hear Bhagavatam for 7 days. You have to speak Bhagavatam and he has to hear for 7 days. Then he will be rescued from all sinful reactions and everything, and he will get devotion to Krishna. So here Sun God gave this advice. All demigods, they have two aspects. One is they are devotees of Krishna, another is they are administrators and they are giving material boons. But that also only if Krishna approves, otherwise cannot. So then, Gokarna organized, means Bhagavat Saptaha, 7 days. And that his brother Dundukari, he was a ghost now. So he was staying in that bamboo tree in the lower portion of that bamboo stick, and Gokarna was speaking Bhagavatam. And after 1 day passed, that knot in the bamboo tree burst, and he was uplifted, that ghost. And then 2nd day, like this. On the 7th day, it opened and the aeroplane from Vaikuntha came to take Dundukari to Vaikuntha. Then all were astonished to see this. Then others who were listening, they said, why it is not coming for us? We also were hearing Bhagavatam. Then the Vaikuntha Parshadas, they said, because there was a difference in quality of hearing between you and Dundukari. His condition was very serious. He was suffering, and he was hearing very attentively what Gokarna was speaking, very attentively. And after Harikatha was over, he was thinking what he was hearing. In his mind, he was doing mananam, thinking, remembering and thinking about, because that is transcendental sound. We have to hear, we have to think, and we have to chant. That will purify us. So he was meditating on all the topics. Today, he spoke this, and he was thinking and remembering like this. That is purifying the mind. We are sometimes hearing Harikatha, just sitting there and thinking other things. And then when the Harikatha is over, we don't know what was going on. Guru will say, what I just said. He will say, I don't know. My mind was somewhere else. So that kind of hearing will not give the same result. Once, there was one brahmachari in our Calcutta mat, and Parangurudev was speaking Harikatha. After some time, that brahmachari was doing like this, with head down. Then Parangurudev told him, you should hear Harikatha. Why you came to the mat? Mat is for the worship of Krishna. You should hear Harikatha Then that brahmachari said, yes, Gurudev, I'm hearing, and I'm approving your Harikatha. By doing, I'm approving. He was sleeping, but he then said to Parangurudev, no, my head is not going down. That means I am approving what you are saying in Harikatha. Yes, it is right, it is correct, it is very good. So I am approving. So then all were smiling because they knew. So like that, if we have no desire to hear Harikatha, means we are not qualified for devotion. You will find in 11th canto, Krishna says 3 yogas, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti. Bhakti are eligible those who have desire to hear Harikatha, the glories of Supreme Lord. So one time in Calcutta, one man was on the street suffering, no job, no food, no nothing. So one devotee, he became compassionate to him and he said, why you don't come to the mat? You will get prasad, you will get cloth. Only you have to follow all these rules, you should not smoke and these things. And these devotional forms you do and you will have no problem, you come. So really he came. And he was staying in the mat, and for prasad he was always very punctual. But he would not come to hear Harikatha. Then after some time they told him, you have to hear Harikatha. Then he said, no, when I come to hear Harikatha, then I get headache. They told him, you are coming for prasad every time. But why you are not coming for Harikatha? He said, no, I like prasad. That seva I like very much, prasad. But not Harikatha because then I get headache. So after 2 months staying in the mat, he became healthy and he somehow came to know there is some job. Immediately he left the mat. And he even stole one clock from the mat on the wall that he took. So means he did not come for the worship of Krishna and could not awaken that. So, but those who have awakened desire to hear Harikatha means they are eligible for bhakti. So they are worshipping all blissful forms of Lord Vishnu in his plenary portions. So we should not misbehave with any jiva. It is also one kind of offense. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Bhajan Rahasya told about different kinds of aparadas. Any cruel act to any living entity, whether he is a devotee or not devotee, any cruel act is also offense, aparad. You cannot chant purely Harinam because that is displeasing to Krishna. So they are not worshipping demigods for worldly benefits, but they may pray for Krishna Bhakti. So now the Gokarna and Vishnu Parshadas, they told, he was hearing and thinking about Harikatha. But you were just sitting there, little hearing, little thinking other things, and then after Harikatha is over, you are fully engaged in worldly thinking all the time. So how you will get Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha, one who is a devotee of Krishna, who has no any other desires except service of Krishna, he can go. Yes, you are hearing Harikatha, but not attentively and not accepting that thinking. Oh, okay, then you please speak again. They told to Gokarna, you please speak again. We will, because Vishnu Parshada said, if you would hear like him, you would also get same result. but you did not hear like him. So then when they came to know and they became interested, then they requested Gokarna, you please speak again Bhagavatam. And Gokarna did not say, no, already I spoke. Why I will speak again? He did not say. Why? Because he's a devotee. Devotee is always serving Krishna. Bhagavatam has got no end. Sometimes our Gurudev quoted one disciple, I know him, so he said to Gurudev, Gurudev, already I heard about Dhruva. You speak something new. Already I heard. So then Gurudev used to quote this many times in Harikatha. We are saying like this. Already I heard. So you tell something new. That is now boring already. Stale. Then Guru said, if we think like this, then we did not actually hear about Dhruva. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how he could hear about Dhruva 100 times with great attention. And again he said, I want to hear again. And it is not that from some devotee, ordinary devotee, who would only know Dhruva's history. He's Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. He knows everything. He knows Ras Lila topic, everything he knows. So, but Mahaprabhu requested him about this, Dhruva. And hearing. We say we have heard, but we actually did not even hear the whole history in Bhagavatam. Whole. Only some parts we heard, and we say, already I heard, I know everything. So you tell something. It means Gurudev said, you did not actually hear Bhagavatam properly, because Bhagavatam is unlimited, Dhruva is unlimited, he is transcendental worshipper of Krishna, his qualities are unlimited, and there is never any stale thing. In this world you will hear one song, worldly song, you will hear 10 times, 20 times, then it will become stale to you. At the beginning you will enjoy and you will like to hear it again and again, and after some time you will feel you cannot hear anymore. But it is not like that with transcendental reality. So if someone would hear with devotion and really get contact with Dhruva Maharaj, actual contact, he cannot say like this. I already heard you tell something new, it's boring. Means he did not hear. If really someone heard, he will have that desire like Mahaprabhu, I want to hear again. I want to hear again. Like with chanting, Narad Goswami is all the time chanting and getting full bliss all the time. Same mantra he's chanting, but getting all bliss. Every step. So like that, in hearing Bhagavatam also it is like that. And speaking Bhagavatam, if we do with devotion to Krishna for his satisfaction, if there are some other ulterior motives, like I will organize Bhagavat Saptaha, and one time it was in our Chandigarh mat. One person, he was sometimes coming to our mat, not disciple, but arati like this coming. So one day, that person came to one brahmachari hour and he said, you are Krishna Bhaktas, so you don't know, one very famous speaker of Bhagavatam came now to Chandigarh, a lady. She's speaking Bhagavat Katha, so you should go and hear from her. You are Krishna's devotee, you will be very happy. So then the brahmachari said, I am here in the mat, I have some responsibilities given by Vaishnavas, so if I will get some free time, then I can come. So then again, next day, that person came and said, you didn't go to hear Bhagavat? So no, I was very busy, so much seva, so I could not go. No, you should go. You should not miss. Very famous. Okay, I will see if I get free time, then I can go like this. Then on third day, you didn't go. He said, no, I was very busy, so much seva. Then that brahmachari asked, what is so special about her in this, that you are so eager that I should go? What is so special about this Bhagavat Katha? Then he said, because if you want to hear her Bhagavat Katha, then you have to pay 10,000 rupees. So then that brahmachari said, oh, then I will not go. That is professional speaker. It's not a devotee speaking for money. That is not Bhagavatam. So we should not hear from professional speaker. There was one in Navadip also. He wanted Gorkishore Das Babaji should come to hear his Bhagavat Katha, so that his Bhagavat Katha will be more famous. Even Gorkishore Das Babaji came to hear from me, because Babaji was very famous as a sadhu, pure sadhu. So even he came to hear. So what to speak of others? But Gorkishore Das Babaji never came. But then that person, he organized Bhagavat Saptaha where Gorkishore Das Babaji was staying, to look like as if Gorkishore Das Babaji also came to hear him. So then that was going on. Then Bhagavat Katha finished. Then Gorkishore Das Babaji told to his some followers, he had no disciples, only one disciple, Prabhupada, but some others were like associating with him and as a shiksha like this. So he told them, now you purify this place with cow dung and urine and all this. It's very impure. Then he said, why you are speaking? They already cleaned everything before speaking Bhagavat, and Bhagavat Katha was going on. How this place is impure? It's most auspicious. Bhagavat this. Then Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj said with surprise, you heard Bhagavatam? I didn't hear any Bhagavatam. I only heard money, 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 money. That is what I heard. Why? Because that speaker was speaking with this target, to earn money by Bhagavatam. That is not service of Krishna. If you have to demand money for your service of Krishna, means you are not doing service of Krishna. Krishna is maintainer. If you serve him, he will not maintain you. Why you have to request for money? Even in this world, our Gurudev gave example. If you go to some very bad person, but you take shelter of him and you serve him without demanding anything. You just serve him, and even that bad person, after 2-3 days, seeing you all the time serving and not asking and demanding nothing, he will start to think about you. He will think, oh, I should give him something to eat. He's serving me. And he will ask, you need something, cloth or something. Even bad person. What to speak of Supreme Lord? If someone will sincerely serve him, why he has to demand money? Krishna will think of him. But we don't have such belief if we are not real devotees. So whoever is charging money for Bhagavat Katha or for getting darshan of Diti, in Navadip also happened. They were charging money. If you want to see Mahaprabhu, Diti, you have to pay this amount of money. That is business. It is not seva. So Prabhupada spoke against this, and they attacked him, wanted to kill him, but Krishna protects his devotees. Ultimately, they made a big advertisement for Gauriya Mat, because it was in all newspapers in India. Even now, you will find in Navadip, Jagai Madhai, and you will find Nityananda Prabhu. Prabhupada was tolerating everything, and no one could do any harm to him, and did not complain. He was only compassionate to all, but they tried to harm him because their business was threatened. So they became disturbed. They thought, he's our enemy, he's ruining our business. But the point is, Prabhupada was just speaking what is the pure teaching of Mahaprabhu, what is devotion to Krishna. You will not lose anything by that. You will gain the service of Krishna. You will get everything. But we are making business of this for some other desires, for name and fame, for money, for ladies, for servants, for disciples, for this. That is not. So now Gokarna, they requested him, Gokarna, you please speak again. He did not say, already I spoke. Or if you give me 10,000 rupees, then I can speak again. Why I will speak again? Already I spoke. And my Bhagavat Katha is this much of money, already I finished. So if you want another one, then this much of money you have to give. He did not say like this, because he was not a professional speaker. He is a real devotee, Gokarna. He is a pure devotee. He came as a blessing from that sadhu, that child. Pure character. So he is very compassionate. He spoke Bhagavatam again from beginning to end. He was not feeling bored. Oh, already I spoke again, same things. Again I have. No, he's getting new taste every time. So this time, those audience, they were hearing very attentively, because now they saw what will be the result, what result they can get. Then they were very attentively hearing, and after Harikatha, they were thinking what he was speaking today about Dhruva, how Dhruva was following his Gurudev, everything. They were thinking. And about Varaha Bhagavan, Brahma, he was thinking how to rescue the earth, but could not find any solution. He has such a big brain, 4 heads, Brahma. He could not find any solution by his brain. He totally exhausted his brain capacity, but could not find solution. Then he took shelter of Supreme Lord, praying for his guidance, for his grace. Then immediately Bhagavan appeared. So they were thinking, yes, this is the teaching here. We should do as per guidance of Supreme Lord, not according to our ideas. That will not give us actual solution. We have to submit to Bhagavan. And they were thinking, Ambarish Maharaj, he engaged all the senses in the service of Krishna. And all topics they were thinking after Harikatha. They were not hearing and waiting very eagerly, oh, when this will stop, so we can take prasad. Oh, why this Maharaj? Why he's taking more time? Harikatha should be only up to 8 p.m. but it is already 8:15. When we will eat? Why he's taking more time? This we are thinking, but this audience, they were not thinking. They were hearing and they were accepting and thinking. Then after 7 days, Bhagavat Katha, they also got Vaikuntha. Because Krishna is impartial, Krishna says in Gita, I have no enemy, I have no friend. I am equal to all. Whoever will worship me, he will get the result. He's for me, I am for him. So we are complaining, he blessed Dhruva, but not blessing me. The point is, I'm not doing like Dhruva. If I would do like Dhruva, I will get same result. There is no discrimination here. I am not following my Gurudev fully, so how I can get result like Dhruv? But immediately when you do, you will get same result, no discrimination. So they got Vaikuntha. So Bhagavatam we have to hear sincerely with devotion, and all the forms of devotion we have to do with sincerity, chanting and everything. Then we can get result. Rajas tamah prakritaya samashila bhajanti vai pitribhuta prajeshadin Shri Aishwarya Prajepsava. Those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance worship the forefathers. Other living beings and the demigods who are in charge of cosmic activities, for they are urged by a desire to be materially benefited with woman, wealth, power, and progeny. If your forefathers are disturbed something with you, then you have to make that tarpan to pacify them. Otherwise, you will have some block in your worldly life. So they are doing this and they are worshipping demigods and all this. Why? Because they want this. I want a beautiful wife. I want beautiful husband. I want money. I want power, name and fame. I want children. So they are worshipping. Our Gurudev gave example in Batinda. One lady came to Gurudev, was crying, "You please bless me that I may get a child." And Guru said, we should not come to sadhu to ask for non-eternal things. That is not good. Sadhus do not come to this world to give us non-eternal things. They want to rescue us from this, not to give more poison. They want to rescue us. So we should pray to sadhu for what he came to give. That is the service of Krishna. By that you can be happy, not by getting so many non-eternal things. And after that you will feel separation and you will have to suffer. So we should pray for what sadhus they are here for. One time in our daily mat, one girl, she said to Gurudev, "You please bless me." Then Guru said, "Why you think I came here for? I came for this purpose." Sometimes Gurudev was in such mood to, generally as a disciple, doing pastime so that we may have example. But sometimes, in this case, he said, "Why you think I came here for? I came for this purpose, to bless you with devotion to Krishna. That will be of your benefit actually. By the grace of my Gurudev, this blessing." Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka, Vasudeva Parajoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapa, Vasudeva Paro Dharma, Vasudeva Paragati. Everything is very clear. In the revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, means Vasudeva. The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please him. Yoga is for realizing him. All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by him only. He is the supreme knowledge, and all severe austerities are performed to know him. Religion or dharma is rendering loving service unto him. He is the supreme goal of life. Our Gurudev explained that religion and dharma are not having same meaning, but because there is no any other word, then it came to like using religion. Why Gurudev said? Because one time in Calcutta, some persons came to him and they said, you are preaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message, so we are now organizing one meeting, all religions, parliament, and we are promoting this, that there should not be any fighting among different religions. And they put the name, there should not be any fight in the name of Dharma. Then Gurudev went there and he said, you use the wrong word, Dharma. You may use word religion according to Oxford Dictionary, but not Dharma, because there is no prescription in Dharma to harm anyone. Basic Dharma means to follow celibacy. If someone is following celibacy, does he do any harm to others? If someone is not lying, is he doing any harm to others? If someone is not stealing, is he doing any harm to others? If someone is forgiving, is he doing any harm to others? If he is contributing to society, giving charity, is he doing any harm to society? If he is controlling his senses and the mind, all this. These are basic 10 dharmas, basic. In Shastra, you will find dharma means that which will hold the individual, hold the society, hold the nation, hold the world, hold the universe. It will hold together. Means it is beneficial. So these are the 10 basic dharmas beginning. So where you find any prescription of any harm to others, where you use wrong word. You should not say this. There should not be any fight in the name of Dharma, because there is no violence prescribed, no harm to others prescribed in Dharma. It may be in some religions, they may think you can kill for some purpose or like this, but you should not use the word Dharma. It is not same according to Vedic etymological meaning of Dharma and what is in Oxford Dictionary, the word religion, how it is explained. A system of worship, and that for some being, something is there. So Guru said this is not same. So you should not say there should not be any fight in the name of Dharma. It is totally wrong. But because there is no other word, so it is used. But precisely we have to know in what sense this is used, like incarnation and avatar and dharma and religion. And also Gurudev said about word transcendental. Also, if you go to dictionary, you will not find same meaning as is in Shastra, meant for that which is beyond material nature. You will not find same meaning, transcendental. And also you will not find that Siddhanta and philosophy is the same. It is not the same. For Darshan, Shastra or Siddhanta is not same as philosophy. Because our Gurudev was studying philosophy. That means love of knowledge, philosophia. Philo means love, sophia, knowledge. So, what kind of knowledge? About reality. How to attain that knowledge? By reasoning and argument. How you can realize reality, eternal reality, by reasoning and argument of finite being. They are all temporary. How it is possible? Darshan, Shastra and philosophy is not same. It's the opposite. Darshan, Shastra means a way how you can realize eternal truth by His grace. not by reasoning and argument. That is not possible. But they are trying by reasoning and argument to realize what they will realize about eternal reality. They cannot. So philosophy and darshan shastra are not same. And religion, dharma, transcendental and aprakrita are not same. But there are no other words, so we have to at least know in what sense it is meant. Philosophia, love of knowledge. But this empiric worldly knowledge gathered through senses and reasoning. That is not same topic as darshan shastra. So religion or dharma is rendering loving service unto him. He is the supreme goal of life. Tomorrow we will hear further. You will find in Jaiva Dharma about these 10 points of dharma, basic. That is basic. What to speak of Prema Dharma of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So even in basic dharma you will not find there is any prescription of any harm to anyone. Just the opposite. So tomorrow we'll hear.